This is SPFL Extra, and yes boys and girls, it's that time of year again. It's goal of the season time. Magical Stevie Mallon, astonishing Alim Ozturk and dominating Danny Swanson. Who's it going to be? All cracking strikes, but we want your view. So comment below and let us know who you think goal of the season belongs to. Also, in the second half of the show, we'll take a look back at your best chat from last week's episode when we asked you for your player of the season. You can check out that video by clicking here. We've been looking forward to this episode for ages, and it seems like everyone's got an opinion on it. Just ask Alim Ozturk.
Hips away, my goal.
And with that sort of expert analysis from Alim, you can't really argue, can you? How do you rate this monster strike? On a cold night last December, wee Stevie Mallon trailblazed his way through the entire Dundee side and eventually the internet with this magical moment. Good attacking or poor defence, or a little bit of both? What do you reckon? But all these other goals pale in comparison to the wonders of Danny Swanson. The ball falls out the sky like a gift from heaven, and as it lands just before him, he takes his foot back a tiny bit, not too much, a tiny bit, and batters it, no follow through, right into the top corner. Sadly, Danny, I don't have quite the same skill set as you. After all, you are a wonder from heaven. I'm just a bloke off SPFL Extra. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is your goal of the season, undoubtedly. Stephen O'Donnell finished off this Barca-style move for Thistle at Tannadice. From front to back, this goal was pure class. Loving the wee flick from Lyle Taylor. This isn't your run-of-the-mill hit and hope. From start to finish, this is pure technique. Rate the goal by commenting below. Lionel Ainsworth lit up the Lanarkshire derby with this absolutely exquisite strike. We simply had to feature Dale Fulton's cracking strike for Stirling. If you're a Binos fan, this has to be one of the better moments of this year for you. And what about this wonder strike a few weeks back from Peter Weatherson? Scored a hat-trick that day, and this was the pick of the bunch. They're normally a wee bit fluky, but I'm telling you, this was bang on. Last week we asked you for your player of the season. Let's take a look back at some of your best analysis. CR7 Fan 67 leaves no doubt about it. He says Johansson, definitely. With his great passing, finishing and ball control, CR7 Fan 67 thinks he's the perfect player to play in the hole behind the two strikers. Johansson, definitely. He's a good player, but he's not my player of the season. Hibs fan Distractify Gaming stakes a claim for Easter Road star Scott Allen. With 15 assists in his first season, 4 coming against Rangers and 2 coming against Hearts, he says, even though I'm a wee bit biased, the only people that could possibly disagree with me are Jambos. Well, Distractify Gaming, I'm a sainty, and I disagree. Scotty Allen's had a good year, but he is not my player of the season. Ethan Hampton comments in and says, where has Douglas gone? Nowhere, Ethan. I'll always be there for you. He also says that Greg Stewart has developed from being a part-time Blue Brazil player to one of the best forwards in the country. And to be honest, it's undeniable. Greg Stewart has had an absolutely fantastic season. Ginger Bear comments in and says that although Stefan Johansson's had a very good season, Adam Rooney is really our player of the season. He just feels that Celtic sometimes get the favour in these sorts of things. Controversial there, Ginger Bear. A wee bit control. So good they named him twice. Cameron has commented in saying that Rafael De Vita is his player of the season. He's been great down the wing and he's got a few goals. However, in this week's comments, nobody got player of the season correct. Unfortunately, you were all way off the mark. But for his contribution to overall Scottish football and of course Scottish life, James McFadden takes home this season's Player of the Season award. I want to reiterate that, James, you should not be expecting to receive any actual tangible award, just the love and admiration of all the people in Scotland. If you don't ever play a game again after this season, James, it's absolutely no problem. You are still my superhero. I love you, James. Sadly, folks, that is all we have time for. Shortly, we will have to be leaving the sunny Stadio del Oco view, but we will be back next week. Keep your comments coming in below regarding your player of the season, and in order to make sure you don't miss any pass, kick or goal, subscribe to the SPFL YouTube channel by clicking here. See you next week.